Hello, morning everyone. Hi, I'm Manila Dikari. I'm going to teach about articles. Articles in grammar. Articles in grammar are considered a type of determiners. Determiners are words that occur before a noun or a pronoun to give more information about the noun or the pronoun. Nouns are words that describe a place, person, or thing, while pronouns are words that take the place of a noun. Articles play a vital role in successful communication. They help give structured information, especially in a sentence. Example: whenever an article appears in a sentence, it is mainly followed by a noun. Most languages have articles, with the English language having the most articles. Other languages with articles are French, German, Dutch, and Korean. On the other hand, there are no articles in Latin, Russian, and Sanskrit languages. The absence of both definite and indefinite articles is called zero articles. An example of a sentence with zero article is he is in hospital. Articles are never stressed in a general speech. However, they can be stressed when one wants to distinguish them from other words. In addition, articles are not applicable with non-countable nouns such as milk, water, air, joy, happiness, pride, and love. An example of a sentence with a non-countable noun is as follows: he takes pride in his appearance. In the English language, there are two types of articles: definite articles, indefinite articles. Yeah, we know in English language typically there are two types of articles: definite and indefinite articles. Here we are going to discuss detail about definite articles and indefinite articles. Definite articles. What is a definite article? The definite article definition can be purchased as words placed before singular and plural nouns, referring to a specific particular thing or person. An example of a definite article in English is the article the. It means the is known as definite article. A definite article is used in various such as identifying a person or something is the only one of that kind caliber type. This is applicable mainly with proper names, nouns. Proper names and nouns. Focus this point here. A proper noun is a word name of a unique particular place, thing, or a person, referring to a whole group or class of people or things, referring back to a person or a thing that has already been identified or mentioned in a definite articles. Example: the various ways a definite article is used are shown in the following. John bought a car, and the car was a Mercedes. My father watched a film, and the film was titled Morning Haste. He is the new president of the United States of America. Have you ever seen the Atlantic Ocean? Muhammad is reading the Quran. I will meet you by the front door. He will join the University of Washington next month. The Williams sang a melody sung us today. Lions, tigers, and cheetahs belong to the big cats family. The big cats family. It means shows the whole class. So what is the difference between definite and indefinite articles? A definite article can be placed before singular. Uh, Now, indefinite article. What is an indefinite article? The indefinite article definition can be phrased as words placed before nouns in their singular form. There are two forms of indefinite articles: a and an, both singular thing. A is used before nouns that begin with a consonant. Example: a car. The initial sound of car is car. It is consonant sound. That's why we don't use or and n before letter, but we use them before sound. However, however, the article is the article or is also placed before some words beginning with a vowel, especially mostly pronounced as yeah. Example of such words include unit and unicycle. Guys, focus you before we have the misconception like A-E-I-O-U. We use and before this type of letter, but these we should focus the point. We don't use and before A-E-I-O-U later, but we use and before this sound, not letters. Focus this point, because if you don't focus this point, then you may have done the mistake. Yeah. On the other hand, the article "an" is used before nouns that begin with a vowel a, I, o, u sound. Example: an egg. However, article "an" is used before words beginning with consonant h. Sometimes the letter h, but sound comes another, like where the letter h is silent when pronouncing such words. Example including an H-E-I-R, that is air, air. And honest, H-O-N-E-S-T, not honest, it is honest child. And an hour, not hour, H-O-U-R, hour, it is not hour, it is hour. That's why focus the initial sound. If the initial sound comes vowel, follow, and if sound is a consonant, then use a. There are various ways in which indefinite articles are used. This includes referring or singling out a particular person or thing, indicating quantity. The article is placed before an implied but omitted verb, expressing an indefinite uncertain meaning, just like in the word any. Example: indefinite article examples: the teacher punished a boy called Thomas. The older man had a furious dog named Sebs. These oranges cost pound 9 a bag. Zane was paid pound 13 an hour. I would like to order a slice of pizza. A bacterium is a tiny organism that cannot be seen with naked eyes. An ocean is a larger water body with all kinds of aquatic organisms. The main difference between definite vs indefinite articles is that if indefinite articles are placed before singular nouns that are non-specific, they give a general expression of things or people. A definite article indicates a specific expression of a thing or person. Now, listen summary of these two definite and indefinite articles. Articles in grammar are considered a type of determiners. Determiners are words that occur before a noun or pronoun to give more information about the nouns or the pronoun. Articles help to give structural information, especially in a sentence. The absence of both definite and indefinite articles is called zero article. Articles are never stressed in a general speech, however, they can be stressed when one wants to distinguish them from other words. Articles are also not applicable with non-countable nouns such as milk, water, air, joy, happiness, pride, and love. An example of a sentence with a non-countable noun is as follows: he takes pride in his appearance. There are two types of article in the English language: definite and undefined articles. A definite article is a word placed before singular and plural nouns, and it refers to a specific, particular thing or person. That is an example of a definite article. Examples of sentence with a definite article include: he is the President of the United States of America. Have you ever seen the Atlantic Ocean? I'll meet you by the front door. On the other hand, indefinite articles are words placed before nouns in their singular form. There are two types of indefinite articles: or and an. A is used before nouns that begin with a consonant. Example, a car. However, the article a is also placed before some words beginning with a vowel, especially used later. That is mostly pronounced as ear. The article an is used before nouns that begin with a vowel.